Welcome to the show, ladies and gents. We're here. We talk about wrestling.
Charlotte beat me. I put you in a neck brace before. I have no problem doing it again.
You haven't seen it, honey.
Oh, bitch! No, the fuck y'all did that! So much balls. What happened? There's too much balls on that rash. Too many red balls. Look at all these balls. Look at this. Damn! Oh, Jesus! We are witnessing child abuse on TV, Lord. Oh, have mercy. Now, watch your mouth when you talking to me, ho. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. You ain't getting nothing. You don't get nothing. You either earn it or you don't. You pasty bitch. That ain't how this works. Uh-oh, hit it with a zigzag. Let's go, baby. Let's go, dog. Let's go. I'm fucks with it. We sick of your shit.
Hey, girl, hey. Life, relationships, pop culture.
Well, go ahead. I'm listening. And he'll be looking at me. He will be looking at me and he will go to sleep. He will go to sleep. Look at me in my face. I'm talking to you.
We talk about it all, baby. So, y'all ready? I know y'all ready. Because it's showtime. And that's on the ancestors, baby.
All right, ladies and gents. Hello. I'm trying out this new feature for my Instagram as well as for my YouTube. So I'm streaming on both. So I'm hoping that I'm able to catch everybody while I'm streaming on both platforms. Now, if you are able to see me streaming on my Instagram, please let me know that you can see me because I cannot tell if you guys can see me or not, okay? Because it's a very weird concept for me to see. All right. Now, listen. We got a lot to talk about, a lot to throw around, and we got a lot to do. The last couple of minutes of Raw literally changed the landscape of things. Okay, so we're gonna dive into the good stuff first. Okay, first let me get a couple of these quartz that I done picked up, uploaded. Okay, so we have all the visuals that we need. Okay, we got to have visuals, honey. We got to be able to see. Okay, you got to be able to see what I'm talking about. So hello on Instagram. If you're watching me on Instagram, hello over here on YouTube. How y'all doing? Hope everybody's doing fine. Okay. All right. So we had a couple things happen tonight. Okay. I don't know what's going on with Triple H. You know, he feel like he got to show his whole ass every week. And we just be asking for a little taste. You know, we ain't trying to get the whole enchilada, but he just be like, no, you going to eat everything on your plate, honey. You going to eat all this. You be like, damn, I just wanted to, get a little bit. I just wanted a little tiny taste of the meal. I didn't want to eat up everything at once, honey. You're giving us too much. But I'm okay with it. Now, what we got in the beginning was Miss Bianca came out there and opened up the show. Bianca was there along with Bliss and Oscar at her side. We also had Damage Control. Now, Bianca was going up against Io Sky. Okay. This is the person she was going up against. I don't know why my other infographics did not upload, but this damn thing be getting on my nerves, honey. Let me get these last two pieces in here. I don't like it, baby. Maybe change the color. All right, let me get these last two info cards uploaded in here because it should have uploaded when I uploaded it, but the damn thing didn't. Rude bitch. That's better. Okay, wait, where's my shit at? Child. All right, so let's just talk about what we see in here. Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me get 5 minutes and I'll be right back.
Damn right we take turns being wrong. I get real accountable when I'm alone. I get real about it all when I'm alone. It's so crazy missing you. I get on. Julio made me Fulvio, and I might hit your phone up with that rock, missing my da, missing that all of this love is toxic. All of this love is toxic. All these bitches and hugging, toxic. You a damn drug, toxic.
If you don't wanna see me, if you don't wanna see me, did a full 180, crazy, thinking about the way I was. Did the heartbreak change me?
Okay, y'all, I had to go in here and fix this, so I had the right infographics up and everything. Let me check Instagram, make sure everything's all right over there. Hey, on Instagram, how y'all doing? I hope y'all watching. Okay, it's a little delayed on Instagram, but y'all all right. Y'all be all right. If you want it a little faster, you're going to have to come over here to StreamYard, well, on YouTube, so you can get the info a little bit faster, okay? All right, let me get some of y'all comments in here. Okay, let me see. All right. Brandy says she had a little bit of a bad day. She had a stomach virus, but she feel better. Good. I'm glad you feel better. Kayla's here. Hello, Kayla. Nika. Rico's here. Hi, Rico. Aaliyah. There's the slightest delay on Instagram, but we're hearing two of President Tiffany. Okay, it's a little bit behind on Instagram, but that ain't too bad. Okay, it ain't too bad. All right. How is beauty school going? Okay, she's talking to Nika. She was gonna eat them. Child. SmackDown can't get no returns. Baby, I don't know. Okay. They wasn't gonna put Johnny on Raw and then not put Candace on there. Okay, so them getting Candace on Raw was obvious. That was obvious that was happening. I get to that in a second. I bought a dress from H&M. I don't know, it's black, unfortunately for y'all. Hey, Kenny. All right, let me get some of these comments out the way. I haven't been yet because my iPhone is broke. Okay, she talking about her school stuff. Could go with new boots. They talking about boots and clothes and shit. All right. So we got everything straightened out. Okay, listen. So Bianca and Io had a match today. It was very good. They had a little hiccup in the match. It wasn't much. It was just a little tiny bit, but for the most part they did all right. Okay, the match itself was solid. I like the back and forth between Bianca. She had most of the give, most of the fight in that match, but then she ended up flipping and the tide swung in Io's favor. So Io had a bit of a strong showing in this match as well. And we got Io and the girls was all involved. There was a lot going on today on Monday Night Raw, but ultimately Bianca was able to pick up the win over Io, and it wasn't a big old to do. She won, and that was it. Okay. Now, what we got in the beginning was Bayley coming out there making the announcement that she wanted Bianca in a ladder match at Extreme Rules. So we're gonna have Bianca versus Bayley at Extreme Rules. Bayley probably gonna get this championship. I hate to say it, but that's more than likely what's gonna happen. And it's annoying as hell, but that's what they're gonna do. I personally don't want to see Bayley with a championship right now. I know she's been gone a year. I know that everybody and she was injured. I totally get that and understand that. But me personally, I'm not the biggest fan of Damage Control, and I'm definitely not a fan of watching Bayley with the championship, at least not right now. You got a lot going on in this women's division. It's finally getting beefed back up. And to me, while I like Bayley, I don't have an issue. Oh, they said, bless you, babe.
Thank you.
I don't have an issue with Bayley. I feel like at this moment, Bayley needs to be helping and not being at the top of the mountain. If that makes sense. Rico said, bless you, big brother. All right. So I know a lot of people probably going to disagree with me, but it is all right. Hey, Marks with Mikes. How you doing? Okay. Marks with Mikes is on Instagram. So if y'all see me talking to certain people, I'm literally flipping back and forth between both screens. This is going to be a doozy today. Okay. All right. So let's move on from Bianca and Io Sky. Okay. The next match we had was with Seth Rollins and Rey Mysterio. Another very solid match for the night. These two guys pulled out a very good match. It could have been rated a classic if you ask me, but Dominic's little bitch ass came out there, taunting his father and shit. And prior to that, his dad gave his little heartfelt speech and shit. And I'm just like, no, fuck that. This little nigga is always... This man has called you a pussy multiple times. Multiple times, sir. And on top of that, he is more than disrespectful. He is not a child. I know that you see your son. We talking kayfabe wise, okay? I know that you see your son. But at the same time, your son should not be disrespecting you like that on national TV. Can give less than a damn about anything else. Your son should not be disrespecting you like this on national television. Okay, now this man keep getting on his knees and telling you to hit him in the face. And if I was you, I'd oblige his punk ass. I really would. I'd kick him dead in his quagmire chin. Or I would bust him in his bent back paperclip knees. I would take him out. Them knees touch on the inside. I surely would take him out at the knees. With no hesitation. With no hesitation. Because one, you done already disrespected me. You done already disrespected me. And number two, you owed this ass whooping. That's just period. You're owed the ass whooping, therefore you deserve said ass whooping. Now, Dominic got involved in the match, as did Ripples the Clown. She brought her, I don't know what was going on with her today or what happened with the lights out there in the damn arena, but she looked like a damn Simpson today. And I was sitting up here like, now wait a minute. I said, are you yellow, bitch? What? Girl, the lighting changed and she was her normal color. I was like, girl, from now on, when you get ready to put your foundation on, go into the arena and double check that it is not olive yellow based, because it was yellow. You look like a Simpson today on national television. You did. You look like an emo Simpson. But live your best life, girl. Ripples and Dime living their best life, because it couldn't be me. It could not be me. She is one person that I truly do not like at this moment. And if I had the opportunity, kayfabe storyline wise, if it was me, I would have had an insurance policy to take her out. Now, Edge done popped his ass back up. And we're going to see how this going to play out. But I have the strangest feeling that Edge is going to... We'll get to Edge and them in a second, child. So Miz decided to hire the Lost Boys from Never Neverland to be his damn security today. And now one of these fools posing a threat to anybody. Not now one of them. Okay? So I'm sitting here like... Who are they protecting you from? Because they're not going to protect you from Dexter. Dexter showed up. And this is no lie. Dexter showed up and took each one of these security guards out person by person and then laid them out so Miz could see them. And then the man was standing in the back in this hockey costume and beat with Miz's ass. Now, I'm sitting here like, I did not see Dexter back there. I was not paying attention until he moved. And that's when I realized he was in the costume. I almost pissed on myself. I said, oh, no, baby. No, Dexter. Now, come on. Okay? You can't. That scared the daylights out of me. Now, one thing I will say about this segment is Miz was dressed to the nines. This suit right here, this whole get up, the whole get up from the shirt to the jacket, the double-breasted jacket, to the puff, to the paints, to his shoes. Miz did that. I ain't no front. He did that, okay? He did that. He looked really good. But child, that scared the daylights out of me. All right, hold on. Let me get these comments in here. Heard on, child. Aaliyah said, I'm not surprised that Candace came back to Raw. It was inevitable. Thanos has ruined that word for me. Well, I'm going to get on Candace in a second. Dom is 25 years old. He grown. She was yellow. Not a Simpson. She's out here trying to be Marge. She was yellow. Go back and watch it. If y'all got it recorded on any device, if you can watch it on Hulu on your phone because you got it set up to record, go back and watch it. She was yellow. Okay? They're not beefy enough for me. Heck, I'd take MJF and my security team over all of them. He ain't gonna protect nobody. MJF is a little punk. Not even the tall one. He looks like a string bean. I'm telling you, this whole security team was weak. They was weak. I don't know what Trip paid them. But they must have got hot dogs for their services tonight because this is a mess. This was an absolute mess. But we're going to move on. So we got a couple of matches that was in between. Candace LeRae returned tonight. And she went up against Nikki Ash, which Nikki was having a very rough day today, okay? I don't know where Piper was. Piper was nowhere to be found. But Candace returned, and everybody was hyped. She returned the same way her husband did. No warning. There was no siren. Nobody had any clue she was coming back. Boom. Candace shows up in Canada. So everybody was happy that the Poison Pixie came back. Candace looked good. She got some good pieces in her hair. Her hair was done right. It ain't got that ugly, stringy dye job she had before she left. She looked nice and healthy. She ready to roll. I'm with it. And she did a good job against Nikki. She had a decent match against her. It wasn't just one-sided. It was really good. I like this. I was like, okay, Candace, get you some. Now, there's a little interaction between Bianca, Candace, Alexa and Oscar backstage, and they all are standing in front of Damage Control. Now, see, Triple H is one where he always plants things in front of you so you can see it, but you got to be paying attention. Okay, now in my mind, that is your War Games team. Okay, that is your women's War Games team. You probably gonna have Candace, Bliss, Bianca and Asuka going up against Damage Control, and they're gonna have one more competitor. Now, I don't know who that competitor could be, but it may be a surprise, or I think that Rhea might end up joining Damage Control and helping them out in War Games or whatever. Especially if Bayley becomes champion. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it is what it is. We'll have to wait and see. But Candace was there. Candace did good. She had a very good match with Nikki, and I was happy for Candace being back. Okay. Yeah, but MJF was on Goldberg's security team back in the day. At least he didn't fall down like a domino in line. Well, of course he can walk. Could they do The Miz versus Dexter Lumis and add an Extreme Rules by next week? I mean, they could, but would you care? The type of matches that they're going to have on this card, there's not going to be any room for anything like that, in my opinion. They got an I Quit match on there with Edge and Finn Balor. They got a Fight Pit match on there with Seth Rollins and Matt Riddle. They have an Extreme Rules match with Liv and Ronda. They have a ladder match with Bianca and Bayley. It's so much going on, and a lot of these 4 matches are extensive matches. They're gonna take at least 10 to maybe 15 minutes per match. So you're not going to have these really short Extreme Rules matches. These matches are going to have time. You need to be able to have that time on the card. Can you put a palate cleanser match in there like Miz and Dexter? Sure. In my opinion, I put them either at the beginning of the show or at the top of the hour. And that would be it, because Roman is not defending his championship at Extreme Rules. That's not happening. The Usos more than likely are not defending their tag team titles at Extreme Rules either. So you've got 2 sets of titles that are not being defended on one of the pay-per-views. So it's going to be a little bit difficult for them to put in all of the storylines. That's why Gunther and Sheamus are probably having their match next Friday, ahead of Extreme Rules, instead of actually having it at Extreme Rules. So it's a little bit of a Tetris game here, but I wouldn't expect to see Dexter and Miz in any type of match, at least not at Extreme Rules. If they decided to book it, cool, but they have plenty of time. Like, they set up enough story for them to book the match if that's what they wanted to do. I just don't think that Extreme Rules would be where they decide to do it at, in my humble opinion. Candace didn't miss a beat. Of course not. All I know is Candace better be in War Games. Well, what if she ain't? What if they pick somebody else to put in War Games? While I don't have a problem with Candace being in War Games or not being in War Games, I feel like anybody could fill that slot and do an exceptional job. Piper could be great in War Games. That's a dangerous woman to put inside them damn cages. You know what I'm saying? And Candace is the prominent woman on the roster for, in my opinion, one of the best faces they have to put inside that cage. She's the one who's going to sell that cage the most, having the experience. And like I said, experience is probably going to be your lead out, because Io has been in it before, Bianca has been in it before, and if they do it right, Rhea Ripley has been in it before. I think the smart thing to do is to add Rhea to that match and have those 4 against those 4. Or you can make it 10. You can make it a 10-woman match instead of leaving it at that 8. But do you? Whatever works for you. But I'm just saying, what if she not? What if Candace is not chosen to be on the team? What you gonna do? Exactly. You gonna sit there and watch it. You gonna watch it, fam. You gonna sit there and watch it with no hesitation. You're gonna watch it. I can see Triple H doing that. He's tricky like that. Triple H he's a very strategic person, okay? He's always got a trick up his sleeve, always got some type of swerve or plot twist he want to put in. Now, Raw is getting ready to have their season premiere, and they're going to have DX on there for their 25 years, so Bloodline's going to be on Raw as well. So you're going to have a lot going on that Raw, babes. I watched that Kaylee Ray versus Piper match again like a couple weeks ago. Yeah, that was a ride of emotions. It was. Those are 2 women that I expect to do amazing things in the E if given the opportunity. Dang, Tiff, you ain't have to call me out like that. Well, you are. You are going to watch it. If they don't put her on the team, you're going to watch it anyway. So... Someone told me that Bliss don't like taking bumps, so I'm kind of worried that if she in a match, she going to kind of throw it off, but we going to see. That's on her. If being inside a War Games match is not smart if you don't like taking bumps. Quite frankly, she probably going to be a turncoat in this one. Bliss haven't been a face for a long time, but she been a face long enough. And I don't see I don't see why she wouldn't want to take a bump. She was in the elimination chamber. So if she's not going to take bumps, then she don't need to be a wrestler. I mean, I have to agree with Aaliyah here. She was in elimination chamber multiple times. She's taken bumps before. She'll take a bump. DX and the Bloodline at the Raw I'm going to is going to be lit for sure. She takes bumps just like any other professional wrestler. I mean, is she out there throwing her body to the wind like Ricochet is? No, but she takes a bump. So it is what it is. Let's move on for Miss Candace, okay? All right, so let's go to some of these other matches, child. Why is this stuff always disappearing from me? All right, so we got Sami Zayn and Solo going up against AJ Styles. Now, AJ Styles and Sami had a decent match as well. All of the matches on Raw were pretty good. They were watchable. There was a lot of back and forth between the two of them. And all of them were good matches. I can't shit on it. So Sami Zayn and AJ Styles had a very good back and forth. It was hard to tell who was going to win this match, but eventually the Honorary Ooze picked up the W over AJ Styles. Now AJ Styles ended up being in the ring, a little sore from the bumps he was taking with Sami. And of course, Finn and Cole came out there. I don't know what they supposed to be. They walking around here with bandanas cut out the back of their pockets and shit. Last time I saw Finn, his punk ass had it tied around his head like he was a chola or some shit. I said, bitch, you ain't seen a day in your life. I pay fucking top dollar to watch Finn Balor and his whole fucking crew. Sans all the dark makeup. I would pay top money to watch your ass walk in the middle of Compton or anywhere else that's gang affiliated with them bandanas on like that. Pay fucking money. I really would. I I feel some type of way about that. I really do. I feel some type of way about that. I'm like, y'all borderline doing the most, okay? Okay, get you some biker jackets. get you a flag. You know what I'm saying? Do that. Okay. Let me get some of these comments. She got RKO like by Randy Orton like a G. Well, she did. She did, and I almost forgot that. She did almost forgot that. Because Mercury's in retrograde. Child, y'all blame everything on the planets. Goodness. Hey, Tiff, I missed the DX announcement. Is it just Hunter and Sean, or are they bringing in the other two? I don't know, but they made sure to cut out Billy Gunn shit. They made sure to cut his ass out, honey. But they showed Road Dogg, and they did not show X. What's his name? His name X-Pac. Is that his name? The little dark hair bitch. Yeah. They made sure they didn't show much of him. They only showed Road Dogg, Triple H, and Sean. They only showed them three. So I don't know, babes. I don't know. I mean, Billy Gunn not gonna be there for sure. Cause he's all elite, honey. He's a scissor daddy. He's a scissor daddy over in the AEW, so he's not gonna be there. Okay. As far as X-Pac is concerned, no. As far as X-Pac is concerned, I don't know. I mean, he could be laid out somewhere, but not coming on my TV screen because I don't like him either, Anyway, I'm saying they better ask Ripley to pull some extra out her closet. What? Road Dogg. I mean, all of them weird, Trumpy bitches, but whatever. We're gonna move on. Alexis always says, she say, never meet your heroes. So, Johnny Gargano and Kevin Owens, Mr. Fight KO, went up against Alpha Academy today. Very fun match to watch. Loved it. Loved it a lot. All right. Johnny Gargano ended up picking up the win for his team. Now, of course, Austin Theory was in his feelings because last week Johnny cost him his match against Kevin. And of course, this week he wanted to return the favor. But his little snide, cheating session didn't work out in his favor. Now he tried to hit the man in the back with the briefcase, but missed and ended up getting kicked in the jaw. Now, got in the ring. Gargano was able to pin Chad Gable, and it was a 1, 2, 3. Now, Theory was very upset. Theory was very pissed. Okay, he was like, y'all supposed to be Alpha Academy. Y'all supposed to be the top dog. What happened? Okay, what happened? Why'd you let this happen? Look what happened to my face because you didn't do your job. And I was like, no, that ain't what happened because your name wasn't on the moniker to come out there, my nigga. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't A-Town Down. They told you to sit your ass in the back. You were not supposed to be out there, sir. It was not your match. Your match was last week. I know it's hard for you to remember since, sometimes you get a little lost in your ass. But let me refresh. Your match was scheduled for last week, not this week. So you bringing your ass out there in the middle of their match is what got you kicked in your face, sir. It had nothing to do with Alpha Academy being on their P's and Q's or not. It was all you, boo-boo. All you. Okay? With all that being said, Austin Theory thought he was making his big old mouth and popping off. And well, Chad Gable was being a little chappy of the gums as well. Mad because last week, that human lima bean he walked around with lost to Braun Strowman. He was very upset by that, very vocal, called the man stupid and everything else. All of a sudden, Theory gets a phone call. Bring. Hello? Yeah, let me speak to Gable. Okay. And it's for you, boo. Gable says, it's for me. Puts it on speaker. Don't even touch the fucking phone. Okay. Didn't even touch it, child. Braun Strowman says, since you got all this mouth, you got all this rah-rah, I will see you next Monday. Me and you gonna fight next Monday. Since you like to talk a lot of shit. Then Austin was like, I got an idea. Since you can't handle business, I'm gonna leave it to Otis. Otis got this. We're gonna put Otis up against Johnny Gargano. I know for a fact Otis got me. So now next week we're gonna have two separate matches with the members of Alpha Academy. Okay, you're gonna have Chad Gable going up against the Monster Among Men, Braun Strowman, which leads me to another tangent. Okay, now this week we saw Omos come out there and basically desecrate these two lean being, string being bitches they called wrestlers. I don't know where they got them from. I don't know why they were there, but them hoes was there. Okay, now. Omos pretty much decimated them. And MVP kept alluding to the fact that Omos is the true monster, which leads me to believe that Monday, when Braun Strowman bring his thick ass in there to wrestle, Omos is probably going to come out there and cause a problem. So that is probably where you're going to have the feud start between Omos and Braun Strowman, which could lead to Monster versus Monster at what is it? Survivor Series War Games, which is where I would book it. Like, I mean, Braun Strowman is a SmackDown superstar, so they say. But, I mean, the superstars, they flip between brands. You feel what I'm saying? So, that's what I do. I wouldn't put them on Extreme Rules because it ain't worth the time to put them on Extreme Rules, to be honest with you. Okay? So, we done went through all of the matches except for the very last one. I'm going to be honest. I didn't pay attention to this. I know that Riddle got beat up because he was about to win. And so, they came in there and took them all out. That's when Edge returned. I should have known that he was going to be there because they was in Canada. You know what I'm saying? So that's when Edge returned. And Child Edge made a declaration. He said, y'all keep trying to take me out and I keep coming back. So Finn, since you the one who like to pop fly all the time, then it's me and you at Extreme Rules in an I Quit match. And I said, wait a minute. Wait. Wait now. Oh, I was like, oh, no, wait. Now, the way I see it is he could quit and go to Raw and chill out on Raw. I mean, on SmackDown for a little bit, which is fine. You know, they need the star power over there because SmackDown is severely lacking in areas right now. But damn, you know, like I ain't know Edge was gonna go that far. I would have been like, you know, street fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me a street fight. You know, give me a steel cage. You feel what I'm saying? Not quit match. Oh no, the all is lost moment, girl. Let me get some of y'all comments in here. You know what? I saw Don's comment. It probably will happen at Crown Jewel because Crown Jewel comes before Survivor Series War Games. Crown Jewel is in the first week of November, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sure somebody will correct me if I'm wrong. Don't get fucked up tonight. Yeah, November 5th. So Crown Jewel is coming. All right. I'm guessing that the Dudleys aren't going either because Devon's on commentary over yonder. Why would the Dudleys go? It's DX's anniversary, not the Dudley Boys' anniversary. So why would Devon or the Dudleys be there at all? I'm confused by that. Let me check Instagram, make sure everybody all right. Y'all all right over here on Instagram? I see y'all coming in and out. But y'all all right over here? Okay, babes. I forget how good Gable is. He's a very good wrestler. Never denied that. And he was able to get his Alpha Academy shit over, which respect, you know. Oh, like grabbing them on grabbing them some leather jackets. I got you, Notorious. Oh, okay. You was talking about what I was talking about with the bandanas. Because, child, I was confused already, honey. I was like, what? What are you talking about, babes? Damien would have to go somewhere because he ripped her jackets in half. Oh. Damien had that look down pat though. Yeah, but his are only vests. He needs some sleeves. No, he don't. He all right. Him and Dominic with their knees, they got bad knees, both of them. Put their ass on Crown Jewel. I 100% agree. I would put him on Crown Jewel as well. Riddle won, then got beat up by Judgment Day. That's exactly what I said. So they're still Goth losers for another week. Dang, why are they together? I don't know, babes. Finn looked a little scared when Edge say I quit match. I mean, Edge don't quit, so I mean, the only way that Edge would lose is if they forcibly stop the match. That's the only way. When I heard I quit match, I was thinking a loser leave WWE match. I had to think for a second. Well, it's kind of the same thing. Like, well, most of the time when you watch an I quit match, it is what it says it is. And it's an I quit match. Don probably gonna call me old and bored for this, but I organized the heteros mail today. It was all scattered on the bar, and it was driving me crazy. Wow, amazing. I don't know why I commented that. I got my 2-man tag teams mixed up. Oh, I was like, what? Had to make room for my new bag. No, you didn't. Just petty. Anyway, so that was most of Monday Night Raw. That's what we got in terms of the show. The whole show as a whole was pretty damn decent. I'm not going to lie. It was a solid show in terms of how it was structured, the way they set up each match that's going into Extreme Rules. Everything was pretty solid all the way through. We saw Bobby talking to Riddle for a little bit, and there was really nothing there. Like I said, we saw Miz's segment. Towards the end of the show, Candace came up to Bianca and was talking to her, and that's when Bayley's overbearing ass and her two goons, Thing One and Thing Dumb, came over there and was talking shit. And basically, Candace was like, "We can have a match right now with Dakota." And Bayley, of course, was like, "Whoa, we're control. You get a match with us when we say you do, and you can wrestle her next week." I was like, "Bitch, okay." Between you and your sweatpants collection, live your best life, girl. So next week, you're probably going to have Dakota going up against Candice LeRae. We know for sure that Johnny Gargano is going up against Otis next week, as well as Braun Strowman is facing Chad Gable next week, as I have said multiple times. So tomorrow, now I didn't see anything in regards to this White Rabbit conspiracy that I keep seeing all over Twitter. I was looking for the QR codes, but they seem to place them strategically throughout the show, and you have to be watching very, very intently in order to see it. So I didn't see it, but they said that this next QR code just put up a bunch of WWE legends. I just wasn't paying attention, or I probably went to the bathroom when the QR code came up, so I didn't see a QR code. But anyways, if y'all are keeping up with this, please do. It came out when Dom came out. I was in the bathroom. When Dominic came out there, I was in the bathroom. I went to the bathroom right when when Seth Rollins' music hit, I went to the bathroom. So I didn't get to see it. When I came out there, when I came from the bathroom, Dom was sitting in the chair. So I didn't see a QR code pop up on there. Okay. So this one, they say, is showing you all these different WWE legends. So it's very, very curious as to what's going on with this QR code, which I really like this because it forces you to be attentive to what's happening on the screen. It's very clever. If Triple H came up with it, kudos to him. But I suspect somebody on that creative team came up with this and he went with it. So shout out to you, whoever you are, who came up with this idea, because it's hella smart. And it's keeping the fans engaged. It's like a murder mystery. All right. All right. He said, at least Pammy Pockets ain't wearing no parachute pants. Child, it don't matter what she had on. It's a mess. That's because they're pocketless. Don said he caught it. He said it came out. When Don came out, he said, it said, who ended the world? You did. Well, I didn't do nothing. I've been in the house. I didn't do shit. Okay. I've been in the house since the demi hit. Okay. Anyway, Hunter's been loving himself a good QR code. And Aaliyah said, I love a good murder mystery. Don checked the 2K group chat. Okay. So let's move on to tomorrow's show for NXT. Let me make sure I got all this shit up here, because for whatever reason, when I download stuff to StreamYard, it only puts certain graphics up there. And I be sitting there looking at the shit. I hate them. Fuck wrong with you. I don't think I put all the graphics up. Nope. I'm supposed to have 4 and I only got 3. I am missing this one with Wesley and Tony D'Angelo. Yeah, I'm going to upload it right now.
this show. And all right. There we go. All right, so let's talk about NXT. If you don't want to listen to NXT, thank you so much for coming. All right, we appreciate you. We love you so much. Thank you. All right. I think I'm going to stop this broadcast over here on IG. Yeah, I'm going to stop that broadcast. There we go. It's just a lot easier on me. That it's not broadcasting. I went on ahead and stopped it. So all right. So if anybody wants to watch my stream, you got to bring your ass over here. We've been bored in the house and in the house bored. Child, I don't know who they talking about. I didn't destroy the world. Okay, I didn't do that. A bunch of scientists in a lab did. Okay, not me. Not me. I don't even work in cosmetic chemistry. Okay, I don't do none of that. Biology, none of that. Not even close. All right, so I didn't do anything. I've been sitting here pretty. Okay. Anyway, NXT is coming on tomorrow per the usual, and NXT is going to have a couple of matches. So we're still doing a qualifier match for the ladder match for the North American Championship. Now, we already know that Oro Mensah has already qualified, as well as Carmelo Hayes being grandfathered in to the qualifying match. Now, this is going to be a ladder match. As I mentioned, this is going to happen at Halloween Havoc towards the end of the month. All right, sir. Tomorrow, we're going to have the second qualifying match, which is Wesley going up against Tony D'Angelo for their slot in the North American Championship race. Tony D'Angelo shouldn't win this match. Wesley definitely deserves it. Wesley definitely should advance. And Tony D'Angelo can go sit his ass down and go play with Goon #1 like he been doing. They can go have a biscotti and coffee standing up nowhere, doing nothing, offering help but not doing shit. Just thick and wrong. Just thick and wrong, bitch. Okay? Now, Briggs and Jensen have been having an issue with Gallus ever since Gallus debuted in NXT. Gallus don't like Briggs and Jensen, and Briggs and Jensen don't like Gallus. They don't like them because Briggs and Jensen are scummy Americans walking around with their NXT tag team championships. They don't like it. So they've been on their necks ever since then. So now we get these two goons going at it. I don't know who's going to win, but Gallus hits very hard. So I would imagine Gallus would go over on Briggs and Jensen, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. And of course, this grandpa-looking bitch is going up against one half of the Creed brothers, Brutus, I believe his name is. And well, we are stuck with watching Damian Kemp's balls jiggle around in his onesie. And I hope Brutus beat your ass is the best way I can explain it. These two got in an argument and was trying to figure out who can use AAVE better than the other. It was a sad day for Kaden. But anyway, they having a match as well because they talking about these Nikita and Zoe got to prove themselves against them. They had to work hard for them tag team championships. And Zoe was like, wait a minute. Because while you was waiting for your opportunity trying to climb up the ladder, I had those damn tag team championships. I carried them. So I know what it takes to keep them. And Kaden was like, that's the past. We the champs. Ain't nothing you can do about it, ma'am. Girl, I don't give a fuck whichever one of y'all win, to be honest, because Kaden, the only thing interesting about you is them fake ass green eyes you got, and Nikita, you ain't gonna do nothing but jiggle your ass. So as far as I'm concerned, I don't care. about either one of y'all winning this match. More than likely, Kiana and that big titty bitch she be hanging out with probably gonna come out here and attack one of y'all, if not both of y'all. So, okay. I got the tea on tomorrow's NXT, but unfortunately, I won't spill it. Okay.
Comment unnecessary.
I mean, I prefer you didn't, to be honest with you. Like, I want to watch the show without having to know who won or what happened. I want to watch the show in peace, if that makes sense. Yeah, y'all, and that's it. So NXT is gonna be okay tomorrow. Okay, we gonna figure it out. Now, like I said, Extreme Rules is coming. Okay, October 8th is Extreme Rules, and there are 4 matches on the card set. Well, 5 now, set and ready to go. Okay, heard on, y'all. Heard on. Let me see if they added Edge's match to the thingamajig. Let me double check. Nope, they just got Bailey and Bianca's, Seth's, and they got Karrion Kross and Drew's in the strap match. All right, so we have Ronda and Liv in a traditional Extreme Rules match, which means pretty much anything girls, okay? Then we got Matt and Seth in a fight pit match, okay? Then we got Drew and Karrion in a strap match. And then finally we have Bailey and Bianca in a ladder match, okay? So these matches are set. All these matches are available. Okay, so okay. Anyways, so all of these matches have Extreme Rules stipulations attached to them, which is what we like to see. Shout out to Trip for being smart, okay? Thank you, Trip. We appreciate you. And they already starting to advertise for Crown Jewel because Roman Reigns is going up against Logan Paul for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. It's got to be a dream come true for Logan Paul, but your dream's going to be shattered, homeboy, because you're not going to win that WWE Championship. If they allow you to win that championship, bruh, when I tell you I will hit the fucking roof. Roof. I forgot Liv and Ronda had a match. Yes, they do. They have a match. All right. And after that, Survivor Series War Games will be on November 26th. So on November 5th, you're going to have Crown Jewel. And then after that, like 2 weeks after that, you're going to have Survivor Series War Games. It's going to all set itself in motion. It's going to be a fun time for these next couple of weeks. Not to mention, do not skimp on NXT because they have Halloween Havoc, which is what the North American Championship is being competed for. And there is going to be a women's championship match on that card as well. Now, y'all know that Mandy won her championship a year ago at Halloween Havoc. So more than likely, she probably will retain against Alba Fire at this pay-per-view and then drop it that next Tuesday. They've been known to do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Is there a pay-per-view in December? Not that I recall. As far as I know, the announcement hasn't been made that there is any pay-per-view in December. So that doesn't mean that it won't be. It just means that at the moment there is no pay-per-view in December. All right. All right, so that is it. That is everything. We has nothing else to discuss except for this one lonely tweet that Ric Flair they put out on Inside the Ropes. It says Ric Flair promises to never retire.
No one cares.
I don't care. I don't care. Blow me, bitch. We don't care, Rick. I mean, respect to the game, respect to what you brought to the table, but at this point,
Please sit down.
yeah, like you let that fan oscillate, please. It's just doing too much for me. It really is. So there's that. And that is everything that we need to talk about today. We has no more stuff to talk about unless y'all got questions y'all want to ask me. Otherwise, I am gonna go. I'm not gonna keep you. He may not want to retire, but life's gonna be the judge of that. Child, bro. His ass gonna croak trying to woo into that ring. He'll retire when he dies, which is sooner rather than later. Dark but honest. I ain't gonna guess nobody's death. I don't want nobody doing that to me, so I won't do that. If he don't go home and lay his old ass down, oh God, it is hot in here, child. They got the heat on and shit. You heard Miles Garrett about Miles Garrett car crash. Yeah. They said it was non-life threatening, but he in the hospital, so prayers to him and his family. I'm telling you, one blow to... Ooh, you see that flash? Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, one blow to the face of hot Cheeto dust is going to take his ass out. I don't know what it is with you and hot Cheeto dust, but it's an obsession. I'm borderline willing to have you committed for it. For real. Because I feel like it's handicapping you at this point.
No, it's handicapping him.
It is handicapping him. He always talking about blowing hot Cheeto dust in people's face.
Ooh.
Rico.
Oh, yeah.
I beat Rico ass. He blows some hot Cheeto dust in my face. That's mad disrespectful. And that shit gonna burn? No, sir. You disrespectful. He said, don't do me like that. Child, it's been raining cats and dogs out here. Yeah, it's been raining off and on, like full on thunderstorms and lightning storms for 2 freaking days.
It's supposed to be raining and thunderstorms tomorrow.
I don't even eat them. I ain't had hot Cheetos in a minute. He said, I actually can't stomach that. What talking anymore? You ain't got to eat them to blow some dust in somebody's face.
Right.
You just put them in your hand, crush up the Cheetos, and blow that shit in somebody's face. You ain't got to eat them. You want to hear my breath? Do, 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 do. Okay, so like I said, Gunther is going to go up against Sheamus that Friday before Extreme Rules. So look out for that. And it seems like Triple H is going to put everybody on Raw, and SmackDown ain't going to get nobody. But carrying across the Scarlet. It's been so cold where I'm at. So I guess we'll have to wait and see, child. They say it's supposed to be some more people coming back, but female-wise, Candace is the last female coming back to the E that was fired. Male-wise, I don't think it's anybody else coming back. I think Triple H is done with the surprises. Everybody still think Bray Wyatt gonna show up at Extreme Rules, which at this point, I don't even care if you show up or not. But wear a glove. That way your hand isn't stained red. SD is dying. Kind of scary, to be honest. I trust it'll be revived somehow. Y'all said the same thing about Raw.
about 2 months ago, almost 3 months ago, said the same thing about Raw. Things go in waves. It happens. Waves don't die. Let me crash you for a moment. Ooh, I haven't listened to that in a while. No lie. Waves don't die, baby. Let me crash it for a moment. Sun don't die in shade.
Turn me up.
See, Elite gets me. Wow. Anyways. I can't wait to go to Las Vegas. Ready to go to Vegas. She's finna go turn up. She's finna get litty. Okay, girl. I'm jealous, so I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut and be jealous. I'm going for New Year's Eve. Have a wonderful time. I keep yawning, child. I'm tired. I put up the podcast just to let you guys know the first 2 halves, because that podcast was 3 hours. I did not realize how long that podcast was until I split it up. But it was like 3 hours long. So, y'all can go listen to the podcast. Let me know what you think of Donnie's segment. Here's the podcast information. Down for the count all across all platforms. Follow me on Instagram. Cash out me to help me pay for my streaming stuff. I have a YouTube channel that I'm posting stuff on. I post shorts over there when I buy stuff like this here. All of that. I wonder if I would run into people from 90DF in Vegas. That would be crazy. I don't know what that is. So I listened to the new episode earlier today. Oh, cool. So that was Dawn's episode. And then the Fashion Files will be coming out soon. So y'all just look out for them. And then we got some new stuff because for Halloween, we're going to bring the Nerd Corner back. And we're going to talk about the Halloween films. We're going to talk about the craft. Each week, we're going to do a new Halloween film. So we got a couple things coming out so you guys can listen. And I will see you guys next time because I'm actually pretty freaking tired. So thank y'all for coming and listening. Don't forget to listen to the commentary on my page on Instagram. I have one more video, I think, to upload for commentary. And I will see you guys in my next one. So have a nice night. Bye. Thank y'all so much for coming and being part of my show. Please don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe on the channel. It really helps to get my content out there for everybody to see. And I feel like even though we're a wrestling channel, we talk about a little bit of everything over here when I go live. So make sure you guys follow me on my social media as well. All of my socials are the same at Sack Design TV 2. You can find me on Twitter and you can find me on Instagram and you can find me on Facebook if you're a little nerd and you like Facebook. But don't forget to follow me and subscribe and make sure you rate my videos and get that algorithm up to push it up so I can start being a little bit more professional, so I can start making some coins. Okay? I will talk to y'all later. Love you. Bye.